I went to a Halloween party with my like family, right? And because I don't friends invite me to stuff, so there wasn't a Halloween party for me. So I had to go to my family's one, right? I went here, and I don't know how this has happened. My nephew's friend pulled me aside when I was outside, like trying to get the fire pit to go, and went, "How many viewers do you have?" And I went, "What?" And he went, "How many viewers do you have?" And you know what the fucked up part is? I lied to him. I said I had more than I really had because I got nervous. I got shy about it because I didn't want to look like a fucking loser. So I lied and said, "Oh, you know, I get like 300 to 400 people." That's not fucking true at all. I completely lied about it so I could look cool in front of this fucking like 14-year-old. I don't know why. I had something to prove. I had something to prove to him. I don't know what it was, but I had to, so I fucking lied. I said, "Oh yeah, I average about 300 to 400." And he was like, "Yo, that's so many people." And I was like, "Yeah, well, you know how it is. You know how it is." This means that my nephew knows that I stream, doesn't know what the name of it is though, but he knows that I stream, and he's gone and he's told people at school that his uncle is a big streamer. Do you know how much pressure that is? I have to look cool. He probably goes to school and it's like, "Oh yeah, my uncle knows fucking I speed. He knows speed." Like he probably tells them this, and they all believe him. And now I made it worse because one of them asked how many viewers I have, and I told him 300 to 400. And so now they think I'm even bigger. Why did I not just fake it? Why did I not just tell him I don't know what he's talking about? Why did I have something to prove to this 14-year-old? Why did I have to do that? I don't know why I did that.
Bo know Ironic Mouse.
I do know Ironic Mouse. Me and Ironic Mouse, we go way back. Because you always double down by default, and I hate that. I hate that I have to double down by default. I don't know why I do it, but I do it. And so here's the thing though, right? I was like, I need to figure out who has told my nephew, because originally it was only my mom and my dad that knew I streamed. Turns out I was pretty depressed about my viewer numbers going down from what it was. And it was so bad that when we had a gathering, like a family gathering, I seemed so sad, and I told my dad that he started begging family members to watch my stream. So now, I don't know how many people in my family watch my stream. I legit have no idea how many people are watching my stream that is part of my family. I might legit have my entire family watch what I do on stream. Because I asked my nephew's mother, and I was like, "Do you know I stream?" And she was like, "No, of course I don't know." And I went, "You're lying to me, I can tell." And she went, "Okay, I know you stream, and I'll watch a couple of your streams every now and then." Stop watching my stream! If you're watching my stream and you're part of it, stop watching me! Stop! It's not good! Because I asked them, I was like, "How much of my streams have you seen?" And she was like, "Well, I've seen," and I was like, because you know, the first thing I thought about was some of the shit I've said on stream has been pretty fucking crazy. You know, so I was like, how much shit have they seen? Like, you know? And from what I gathered, it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. From what I gathered, it's almost every single one of my streams. In fact, on that day, she had watched my voice crack, by the way. I am a 24-year-old man, just had a bad voice crack. They had seen the stream the day before the party. That's how much they've been watching. Here's the thing. I don't think my nephew and niece know that I'm a VTuber, but I think they have an idea. They were like hinting towards different VTubers. They were like, "So what kind of content do you do?" And I went, "Oh, I do a variety of stuff." And they went, "Oh, that's cool." And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "So who do you know?" And I said, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "I don't know. Do you know like VTubers?" And I went, and I was like, "No, I don't know VTubers." And they went, "Oh, okay. Are you sure?" They said, "Are you sure?" Like they're giving me a second chance. They're giving me a second chance to fucking confess. Like this 14-year-old was like, "You're obviously lying to me, and I know you're lying to me. Let me give you an out. Are you sure? Did you lie to me?" And I was like, "I don't know. You know, streaming's pretty big. You know, you meet a lot of different people on there. You know, I don't really know exactly who I'm meeting." And I was like, "Anyways, I gotta get this fire pit going. We gotta get this shit popping, dude." So like, I'm busy, man. Like I got shit I got going on. Like, why don't you go hang out with my nephew? Like, why don't you fuck off, dude? I'm like 90% sure my niece and nephew are like one step away from discovering my YouTube channel. Because here's the fucking thing, dude. If they figure out that I even have a semblance of a connection to anyone, they're gonna be like, could you tell Minico Mew or Ellie Minibot or Federal987 that I said hello and I like their content? No! Don't you like my content? I raised you! What the fuck? Why don't you ask me to sign something? At least they don't think you do OnlyFans. They know I'm not attractive enough to do OnlyFans. I didn't really That didn't really ever cross her mind. But thank you for thinking that I'm that hot. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.